This old craftsman is an amazing genius. Useless scrap wood pieces became precious in his hands. In his small, dusty workshop filled with ancient tools, he has been making traditional Chinese lanterns for over 40 years. But recently, business has been terrible. Modern LED lights and cheap plastic lanterns have taken over the market. Nobody wants handmade wooden lanterns anymore. People passing by couldn't help but shake their heads in pity. They all said, "Old man, times have changed. Nobody buys these traditional things anymore. Why don't you just retire?" His own children felt this craft was too outdated, even somewhat pointless. After all, who would pay good money for a handmade lantern when they could buy a cheap LED light? They urged him to close the workshop. But the old craftsman was not defeated. Instead, the world's dismissal made him even more determined to create one final masterpiece. He refused to let this ancient tradition die with him. He gathered scrap wood pieces from his workshop, remnants that others would have thrown away. His experienced eyes saw potential where others saw garbage. He began working with intense passion. Every cut was perfect, every joint seamless. His movements were so skillful, as if he was having a conversation with the wood. After weeks of dedicated work, the traditional lantern was finally completed. The hexagonal wooden frame was perfect. His children came to visit and stopped dead in their tracks when they saw the illuminated lantern. They couldn't help but stand frozen, completely mesmerized. They hadn't expected their father could create something so breathtaking. But then something even more surprising happened. A wealthy collector of traditional Chinese art was passing through the neighborhood when he saw the warm glow from the workshop window. He was drawn inside immediately. The moment his eyes fell on that lantern, he gasped. "This is museum quality," he whispered. He examined every detail, the precise joinery, the delicate paper cutting, the perfect balance. "Name your price. I must have this for my collection." The old craftsman smiled peacefully. "This one is not for sale, but I can make you another." The collector agreed and offered to pay handsomely in advance. Word spread quickly. Soon, collectors, museums, and cultural centers began contacting him. His traditional lanterns were suddenly in high demand, recognized as precious cultural artifacts. Now let's see how this master craftsman created his traditional lantern. The whole process is very satisfying and unique. Although the video is only a few minutes long, this craftsman spent a lifetime perfecting the skills that made this beauty possible. Can you rate this traditional lantern? If the highest score is 100 points, how many points would you give it? Welcome to leave a comment in the comments section. See you next time.